Hello my 7 Deadly Sins family and friends, welcome back to another video. As it comes to the end of the week and weekly reset is just around the corner, I thought it would be a good idea to kind of have a chat what I do and what the checks that I do to make sure that I have accomplished everything that I want to during the week, as well as prepare for the week to come. So first off, of course, is to make sure that I have bought out everything that I want to within each city's seal shops. In my mind, the important ones are the 5 extra platinum ingots from Furzen, the 10 petals of love, which is the pink flowers that you use for the highest tier of tame potions, and you can get that from Varnia. And also the 30 adhesive from Fairy Tree Forest. And then maybe a few bits and bobs from Leonis. We have the 2 seals that you need for engraving armor from there as well. And to do this, we need to farm enemies around the world to then exchange. I have made a video about this. I'll link it in the description, and it should maybe pop up in that corner right there. But there is quite a little farm that you do need to do to prepare for the next week if you wish to. So if you go in my bag, I have already done it, ready for next week. As you can see, I've got loads of the ones that I feel I need to have for the week to come. And I'll go step by step through them and put them up on the screen with the amount, so then you can take a screenshot and have it ready for the weeks to come. So first off, you want to have 1,200 of the golem crumbs, the shards for the golem. You want to have 1,200 of the dry branches. You need 900 mucus. You need 600 of the bandit masks. You need 600 of the rabbit tooth or rabbit teeth. Sorry. You need 300 of the lizard tails, as well as 300 of the dragon tails. And I also made a mistake in my seal video that I literally have just found out this week whilst farming. I mistakenly saw mucus within Furzen instead of it actually being the firm jelly. Not to worry though. If you go to that video, I've pinned a comment where I have linked an IMGUR imager of a screenshot of the location where you can farm these. And it's actually right next to where you farm the dry branches and the mucus. If you just go southeast a little bit, there'll be a bunch of these enemies, which I will show you right now, that you can farm. And it is these enemies here, the green wispies. They're usually in groups of 2 or 3, but in the screenshot I've showed, there's quite a few groups, so you can just go back and forth and farm them. And it really doesn't take too long, because each one drops, or should drop on world level 4-6 of the mob drops. So once you have farmed all of those, you're ready to exchange as soon as the weekly reset comes around. So you can get your extra 5 platinum, you can get your 10 petals of pure love, the adhesive, and then all the miscellaneous things that you would like from Leonis on top of the seals for the armor engravings. Now, there's some other things that I think is quite important, especially for free-to-play players, if they are trying to like eke out as much attack and stats as possible for their main DPS, that you can do weekly. And that is, if I place my crafting bench down, that is these craftable SR weapons. You can do 12 each week, 1 per weapon type. You see weekly crafting 0 out of 1. So that means you can max limit break, so that is 6 stars, plus an extra 5th of another one each week because you need 50 shards to max limit break an SR weapon. And if you do 12, they give 5 each, you get 60 shards. So I've got one here prepped already. I've got that. Now I can salvage that ready for when I want to limit break some SR weapons. Now, something you might have just noticed is I literally have just crafted this weapon, but it's still saying 0 out of 1. But for example, if I go down to the Crimson 1, it says weekly crafted 1 of 1. I've already crafted the weekly one this week, and it's still saying 1 of 1. I don't know why. It must be a bug, so use at your own risk. For some reason, I have been able to craft this particular one, the axe, not the rest, just the axe. Maybe the others can as well. I've done that 4 times today, which is insane. I'm not going to do it again. It was just for testing purposes and to kind of show you as well. So again, do it at your own risk, but that's kind of crazy. They need to fix this because it's just exploitation to the max. But yeah, 12 of these each week. And then obviously, if you're trying to aim for SSR weapons to either use for your characters or even salvage to limit break your main DPS's weapons, you only can do these once a week as well. So for example, I've done the gauntlets. Again, I don't know why, it's a 0 of 1. I literally crafted the gauntlets for Deanne earlier. You can see I've got one, and I've just did it today. So I really don't know what's going on. But you should only be able to craft these once a week. So if you've got multiple units or you want to craft the same thing over and over and over, because for example you've got loads of the scorpion tails or loads of the red demon blood, it's just more efficient, so you don't have to go away and farm like grey demon or the scorpion or whatever. Make sure you've crafted this week. I almost forgot this other thing that to do each week, especially if you are like overflowing with coins, is there's this wandering shop that you can find in multiple places. I will pinpoint them for you. Maybe I can show them on my screen just to like save time. And you can get these premium enhancement stones for your weapons, and this for your armor. And yes, you do get quite a lot of these whilst farming all those mobs, but as you level up weapons, especially to level 50, it really drains them out. Like I'm at 0. So each week you can buy 30 of each for 75k. Pretty good value, and like I've got so much gold at the moment just farming this golem to try and prepare my Deanne. I think one of my knighthood mates has got like 15 million, which is like mental. But yeah, it's not too bad, and you get a decent amount. And just so you know where this one is, it's in Leonis, right at the south of the Pernus Timberland, or southwest of the Moonrise Hill. The time is around 7 or around 6:30. From 6 to 7 it will appear. As for the other places, they're going to be in the different dungeons. So in Furzon, Gila and Shakira, it'll be in the dungeons. So in Shakira, it's going to be, I'll hopefully show it on the, I have a map to show you for you. It will be just after the second spider boss. So that's just before the big final boss. There's lots of little islands around that you can go to, and it'll be spawned there. As for Gila, it is from where you land at the entrance. If you look northeast, it's going to be on like an island on the bottom part of the island, because it's split into 2 levels. It'll be over there. And then in with Furzon Mine, if you take a certain track, just hidden behind some crates and stuff, and it'll be there. I'll showcase this on the screen for you, and hopefully you'll be able to find them. Now, lastly, other than the ones I've just mentioned, is the shop. Now, the majority of this will probably be for those who like light spenders or whales, or those that are going to be going for the long term and saving and skipping lots of banners. So for whales especially, I think this platinum bundles, you can get an extra 25 platinum ingots each week. I think that's quite valuable. The rest I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I did this. I was a bit silly. I really wanted to get an extra limit break on my Meliodas, and so I did it. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Other than that, you have the loyalty store. The main ones out of here that I suggest you do each week for us whales, especially. Obviously, I don't know how much you spend. You could probably do out the whole shop if you wanted to, if you've got that type of money. But definitely get the platinum. An extra 50 each week, huge. It's been really helping me pump out some videos for you guys, and also just make me stronger, really. And then the other two is the Brilliant Seal that you get once per week that we already discussed from the Earnest Seal Shop for your SSR engraved armour, but also this weapon blueprint. I have spent probably 360 keys today, and I didn't even get a full 20 shards of this, and all I did with those 360 keys was farm the golem. And if you don't know about the golem, it's in my video, Get More Plat Daily. It is in the spider dungeon, and if you go through the spider dungeon, you go past where the first spider mini boss is, and then if you take a right when you can, there'll be these explodable barrels. Explode them, and then you'll be like in a gem cave, and within that gem cave is another mini boss, which is a gem golem. Kill it, and it is just massive value, huge value for the 5 keys that you use. You can get these plus a bunch of gold and other stuff, including plator and ingots. So yeah, especially if you're trying to limit break weapons, or just have everyone on your account with SSR weapons, make sure you pick this up. As for these two, they're not really weekly other than these fragments, but they're not really worth it. And these are just monthly. But for those who maybe spend a little, or if you want to kind of like keep grinding, building up your team whilst you're waiting and saving for a specific unit, say you want to save it for Merlin, or you want to save it for Esterosa or Derriere or something like that, and you don't mind spending some of your free to play gems, getting an extra 125 keys a week is quite nice. But yeah, that is it for my kind of like weekly overview. Make sure you do these things before a weekly reset. I hope it helped you out, or at least reminded you of some things that you may have forgotten. Do let me know if I've missed anything, and do let me know if there's other videos you want me to cover. I've already started planning my next Cracked or Sacked with Deanne. I've got my free-to-play account going. I'm doing an ice team on that with Manny and Jericho. And that's a bit slow because I just don't have time. I work full time. I've got a wife and children, you know. So I'm trying to do my best here, and also I'm just trying to give out some good content, something that's not really overproduced, that you could probably find everywhere, or at least do my spin on it. So if there is anything specific, do let me know. But yeah, hope this has helped, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.